Oh yeah, we need to leave like 2 or 3 out for Corey. She don't want hers fried. How could she not want her fish fried?
How you gonna cook?
I don't know. We'll leave that up to Corey. Matt and I are about to cook a wonderful, wonderful supper for our family. Yesterday, him and Katie went fishing, and they caught, almost both caught their limits, trout fishing. Katie, I think, liked one fish having a limit. So tonight, we're going to have a wonderful fish fry. We're really excited about it. So they gutted the fish last night. We like to eat ours filleted. That's how we like to eat them. So many years ago, when me and Matt met, what I did was I worked at Lake Logan. That's where I was working when I met Matt. And I worked in the boathouse, so I did all kinds of different duties as far as filling out fishing license for people, helping them with their boats, giving them worms, giving them their fishing tackle, everything they needed. But also, whatever they caught, me and the other people that worked in the boathouse, we cleaned their fish. And we had 2 options. You could get your fish gutted, and we put it in a cooler with ice, all ready for you to take home when you left, or you could have them filleted. So that was your 2 options. In those days, I filleted a lot of fish. I was never like the best filleter on the place, but I could certainly do my job. It's been many years since then, but over the years, anytime somebody catches fish, whether it was Matt and Katie or Corey, my nephews Ben and Mark, they would always bring me their fish to let me fillet them. So I guess I'm known as the fish filleter in Wilson Holler, at least for my family. Now, like I said, I'm no expert, but I can do it good enough to please me and please my family. So that's what I do anytime people bring me fish. And I'm really excited, especially when it's Katie and Matt and Corey and Austin. They bring me the fish because I know I'm going to get to eat them. It's just really funny to me to think about that I learned that skill back when me and Matt first were dating and got married. By the time we got married, I'd quit Lake Logan and we'd come back out here. I went back to college and went back to school. I just started college. I'd never been to college till then. And Matt come out here and got a job, and then we got married shortly thereafter. But every time I fillet fish, I think about Lake Logan and think about the little house where we cleaned the fish, and think about the gut hole where all the buckets, 5-gallon buckets full of gut remains from the fish and fish heads and all that had to go at the end of the day. Now, to go with the wonderful fish that we're going to have, and I do the filleting part and he's going to do the cooking part, so he's going to cook them. And Corey doesn't want hers fried. How could she not? But she wants them. I guess she'll probably broil them in the oven or something like that, or saute them in a pan with no bread, and I don't know what she'll do, something like that. But we're going to have some roasted potatoes, very simple. We eat a lot of roasted potatoes just because we love potatoes, and that's a quick, easy way to do it. So I'll show you how I roast potatoes. I have some slaw in the refrigerator, so we're going to have slaw. This is the time of the year we have wonderful, fresh tomatoes and onions from the garden, so we'll have some of those. I have 2 cucumbers that Matt and I harvested this morning, our very first cucumbers, so I'll probably cut those up and slice them and put them on a plate for everyone to enjoy. And then I made a blueberry pie, so it's going to be a really, really good supper. Now, easy way that I roast potatoes is I've washed the potatoes off, slice them. Really, you're just slicing them whatever kind of thickness or way that you want. I usually try to make as few cuts as I can by slicing them in 2 and then slicing like that. Of course, there's all manner of ways to dice up your potatoes. It reminds me of Pastor Lon when he was growing potatoes. He said there are so many different ways to do it, but all that matters is at the end of the season you've got potatoes to harvest. So this is kind of the same way. Any way you want to do it will work.
You in shorts and drawers.
Yeah, he's getting in the beach vibe.
I haven't seen your legs. I've only seen your legs like 3 times in my whole life.
If I had any kind of shoes to wear with shorts, I would have worn my
We'll
shorts.
life it up.
Mama, is that a pie?
It is. Blueberry pie. Now that I've got them all chopped up, I'm going to add some olive oil. I just add a little bit and stir, and I don't like for there to be a whole lot of oil, but enough to coat, of course. My aim is to go for, when you look down in the bottom, there's none pulled up. It's just all on the potatoes. I don't know why I threw my spoon in the water when I needed it. Put them out on the baking sheet. Try to get them in a single layer. There's my ovens come to heat. I cook them at 450. And usually about 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. You just have to keep an eye on them. And of course, you know, you may like yours not as done as we do. I like for mine to get brown at least around the edges. And then I just put simple, as all I do, salt. You could put anything you wanted to. I don't even put any pepper. I just put salt. And that's it. One other thing I forgot to mention that I'm going to make is you got to have hush puppies with fish, right? But hush puppies take so long to make because you got to stand over the hot oil and put them in there. And they're definitely worth it for sure. It's just that I guess I'm lazy. So what I do is I turn my cornbread into hush puppies. So first I'm just going to slice up a onion here, and then I'll show you what else I do. Okay, smells so good. Onion always smells so good. Makes you feel like you're really cooking when you smell the onion. So now I'm going to make up my cornbread just like I always do. So I like White Lily, white, self-rising. It's a mix, cornmeal. So I'm just going to put my 2 cups in there. And the leavening is already in there, so I don't have to worry about that. I've got a 1/4 cup of oil here. And my little Wesson cup, my old Wesson cup. Measuring cup that Granny got me this way before I was ever married. When I was young, she would do like how you saved box tops and different things, like on the back of maybe it was a Wesson oil, and you could turn in so many, whatever it was, the labels or something, and you could get this for free. So she would do that to get herself one of whatever it was, but then she would do it till she got me one, Paul one, and Steve one. So this one is mine, and I still use mine, and Granny still uses hers. Then I just add enough milk up to about 1 1/2 cup. And I've got an egg. I'm gonna take my egg and just in my measuring cup that I used for the cornmeal, I'm gonna beat it a little bit. And I'm gonna put it in the mixture, mix it up. And since I'm making my Hush Puppy cornbread, I'm going to add, it's probably like about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon of sugar. Normally I would never add sugar to cornbread, but since it's, like I said, I'm making a Hush Puppy, most Hush Puppies have a little bit of sugar in them. And I'm going to get those onions that I chopped up and put them in. And then I'm going to pour in my liquid egg and my oil and my milk. And stir it up. As far as the oil goes, you can use whatever kind you prefer. You can use vegetable oil, you could use olive oil. Some people have They think olive oil, I mean, they taste it. In other words, they don't like the taste of olive oil. It doesn't bother me. You could use bacon grease, certainly that would be great. So now that it's all stirred up, we're just going to add it to the hot pan. You can see I've had it heating in the oven. It's very, very hot. And now I'm going to add my mixture. You want to hear that wonderful sizzle. That's what makes good cornbread, or good Hushpuppy bread in this case. It'll give it a really crispy crust. Now I'm going to put it back in the oven and let it cook about 20 minutes at 450. Might take a little bit longer than that, but we're going to start with 20 minutes. Since it is that wonderful time of the year, I'm going to fix a little plate here of just kind of some vegetables straight from the garden. I already have one full of tomatoes, so we can eat those. I've got some green onions. Put those out for anybody that wants one. And I'm just going to slice some pepper pieces and those wonderful cucumbers. These are not hot peppers, they're just sweet peppers. That one smells so good. Just kind of. It's a delicacy of my first little cucumbers. Could probably just leave the peeling on. This one feels pretty soft. Sometimes they get, when you grow cucumbers at home, they're kind of spiny on the outside. Or the ones I grow, the majority of the ones we grow are. Now those silver slicers, we don't have any of those ripe yet. They don't really get like that. They're pretty smooth on the outside. Cucumber smells so good though. So good. Cucumbers are so little, but I want everybody that wants a piece to have a piece. There, that'll be nice.
Dad put all the fish in the egg wash. Is that egg and milk, Dad?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? Just egg and milk?
Egg and milk, and it's just cornmeal that I seasoned with black pepper and a little bit of Creole seasoning and some garlic powder and a little bit of oregano.
Okay. Looks good.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
I've done this before. It is good.
Yummy.
Bunch of boys.
Yeah.
It's going to take a little while to cook these. It's going to be several pans full.
Yeah.
That's why people deep fry them. You got a big deep fryer and you don't want to pop them all in there.
It's true.
It's alright though. I've got an hour and a half worth of the video from the day on my phone.
already.
There's our cornbread hush puppies. Corey brought one of her fantastic salads, so we're also going to have one of Corey's salads. Most everything come out of her garden. And I hope she brought some of her homemade
Salad dressing.
salad dressing.
It's good, ain't it?
It is good. Keep for water for anybody who wants it. Now the star of the show is ready. Matt's fried all the fish. I'm going to go ahead and put our hush puppy cornbread. Cut some big pieces and some little pieces. I forgot I had some slaw, so we've got the slaw. Corey did find some of her wonderful, or did bring some of her wonderful salad dressing. So we have that. So I think we're about ready to eat. Feast time.
Absolutely. Get one of them brown ones right there.
You said you was gonna hurt yourself.
Yep. This is the kind of meal you do it on. You don't eat fresh fish every day.
That's true.
Although I would like to.
And Corey's delicious salad.
She is the salad queen for sure.
Yes.
Is that all there is of that?
Yeah, but go ahead. I'm not even gonna eat none. Go ahead.
I don't want to eat much of it because it's good. I want to make sure she's got some. Or whoever's got some.
Gotta get you some tomatoes, huh?
Oh yeah. That's all we got room for.
So everybody's got their plate. I'm about to get mine, but I wanted you to see how the hush puppy cornbread turns out. So it looks a lot like cornbread, but you can see the onions in there, still flaky and nice. It gets browner. I think maybe that might be the sugar that's in it. Smells really good though. And you can see how nice the potatoes turn out too, roasting them like that. So simple and so quick because it takes no time to chop them up, no time to actually roast them. We eat those a lot just because it's so quick and easy. And it goes with anything from hamburgers to fish to if you were having a roast or something. Just really good. We've even had them, I've even made them for breakfast so that if you think about sausage and eggs and stuff, and instead of hash browns, you just want to do your potatoes like that. Very easy and simple to do, as is the hush puppy cornbread. This is a real feast. Can't wait to eat some of this wonderful fish that Katie and Matt caught for us. Some of my favorite memories growing up was when Pap and the boys, Steve and Paul, would go fishing. They'd bring fish home and Pap would fillet them out and we'd have a big fish fry. I've always loved fish. I would rather have fish like this than you think of steak and things like that. I'm more of a fish person, so this is really, really a treat to get to eat like this. And then when you have the wonderful tomatoes and peppers and things straight out of the garden, that just takes it over the top for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna have some of Corey's salad or I think I'm just gonna go for the slaw. It just goes so well with fish and potatoes and the Hushpuppy cornbread. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I do the easy way to make hush puppies. The other ones are better, I have to admit that, especially if Papa Tony's making them. But this is not half bad. It's really, really pretty tasty. So I hope that you enjoyed seeing that and coming along with our family as we eat this wonderful supper. Really rewarding that Katie and Matt, you know, they caught the fish, the cucumbers and the things, which reminds me, I forgot about cucumbers. How could I forget that? I gotta give me some of those. And the tomatoes come out of our garden. The slaw, the cabbage for the slaw, actually come out of one of your gardens. Wonderful sweet lady that brought me some to one of my book signings, so that's where the cabbage come from. Really rewarding to eat like this though. As always, we hope you'll drop back by often to help us celebrate Appalachia, which is a whole lot of good eating and family.
Yeehaw! No, I wanted to have the last word.
Dessert, we've got some blueberry pie. Very, very easy pie to make. The recipe's in mine and Jim's cookbook. It's gonna be good, Dad.
Thank you.
Austin, you ready for a piece?
I am indeed.
You want a piece, Corey?
Please.
I believe you're talking.
Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome.